Hey guys, it's Micah from Sapulpa Times.
And I am Jordan from the Sapulpa Chamber.
Yeah, welcome Jordan. So Lucy called in this morning and was like, hey, I lost my voice. And I knew as soon as she told me that, they're going to blame me for this because I let her shoot without a coat on Monday. Hey, she is a grown adult that makes her own decisions, okay? Maybe I should just keep a spare coat on around just for Lucy. I don't know. That was her call. But anyway, so she's not here today, so I called up Jordan and like, hey Jordan, can you
I was in bed.
Pinch hit for Lucy.
That's why.
She was like, I'll be right there. And she got down here. So anyway, welcome.
Thanks.
Yep. And I specifically asked for us to shoot in one of the igloos. So this is the brand new elf igloo that they have this year. I don't know, Jordan, which one do you like? I know that you're a huge Nutcracker fan.
I am a Nutcracker fan.
And they traded in the Barbie Nutcracker last year for this one. She's not a fan. Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I actually really like Elf on the Shelf. This is a tradition we did with our kids. So, I mean, how could you replace Nutcrackers? But Elf on the Shelf is
if you're going to replace Nutcracker, Elf on the Shelf is probably what you should replace it with.
Yeah. We could have kicked that snowman to the side or something, though. Amy, I need a big Nutcracker spread next year, just covered in Nutcrackers, the whole thing.
The whole thing?
The whole thing. You could
like just a
literal igloo
made out of Nutcrackers.
Yeah, and then my life would be complete.
Okay. All right. That's Project 2025 Christmas Chute for Jordan there.
Special. See, I even have on my Nutcracker hat.
Did you get that hat locally?
At Frilly Flamingos.
Okay.
Yep.
Which is also the same people that do the igloos. So,
did that on purpose.
They're just getting all the love this morning.
Yeah.
It's awesome. But we're grateful that they came and let us in. You know, normally they wouldn't be down here until later when they had bookings, but they were willing to come out and let us in to do the show here. So I appreciate it.
And these are so warm, available to rent, $150 for 2 hours. It's worth it. We did it on Lights On.
Did you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had one. They actually donated one to the city and one to the chamber, and then the volunteers had one.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I had one.
I went in the volunteer one. They was in the gingerbread house thing across the street.
And that one's cool. It's bigger. So yeah, these are really nice. I actually bought one for my house.
You bought one for your house?
Yeah. After the first year they had these, I bought one. Yeah.
Just so you could go in whenever you want. Now is yours all nutcrackered out?
No, mine hasn't been put together ever yet.
Oh,
because we've been in that process of building. So it's just been sitting in the box for 2 years, but it's fine. Yeah. Next year.
Jordan's in the process of building the house. So you can get your Nutcracker igloo even if they don't do it. You're going to do it yourself.
Yeah, I could.
That's awesome.
I probably need it to house all of my nutcrackers.
You probably do.
Yeah.
Yeah, she needs a Nutcracker storage shed. So you mentioned Elf on the Shelf a second ago. What do you think about the new Elf on the Shelf thing that they're doing with the pop-ups? I think that's pretty awesome. You know what I'm referring to?
The pickle thing?
No, not the pickle thing, but the Elf on the Shelf thing.
I don't know about the Elf on the Shelf thing.
So all of the pop-ups and each theme, they do have the Christmas pickle, which those are hard to find in some of the themes. On Patriotic?
Yeah.
I don't think I've looked.
Beep, beep. That's a hint.
What did you do?
Beep, beep.
Okay. Look for a steering wheel or a car or something, I'm guessing.
Yep.
Okay. All right. But the other thing is the Elf on the Shelf. So we have 2 elves on the shelf that are in the pop-ups. They are named Frank and Liberty, and they're named after Frankoma Pottery and Liberty Glass.
Oh.
And it's a boy and a girl elf, and they hide in different pop-up shops every day.
Oh.
And you've always got one on one side and one on the other.
Okay, I didn't know that.
So, well, now you know. It's part of the scavenger hunt, too. If you get the printed off scavenger hunt over at the info booth, then you'll be able to find those.
And
Frank and Liberty and all the pickles.
The pickles, I know there's a ton of pickles.
There's a pickle in every theme and a pickle in every pop-up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And some of the stores bought their own pickles and have the pickles.
Oh, did they?
It's like a pickle thing. Yep.
I didn't even know that Christmas pickles was a thing until they brought it up to me that they were going to be doing this. I was like, why are y'all putting pickles everywhere? What's that got to do with anything?
I found out a couple of years ago, and I don't understand it. I Googled it and looked at the history, but I didn't get it.
Well, the history is not really, it's not truly defined. There's a couple of different stories about where the Christmas pickle thing came from.
I only saw one.
Some of them are kind of sad, actually. It's like, you know, Christmas and a famine, and the only thing you could eat was a pickle. And so that's like what you got for Christmas. Like, well, that doesn't bring warmth and joy to my heart.
I didn't see that one. That one's sad.
It's terrible. So anyway, guys, so Igloos are available to rent. We were talking about the Christmas Chute minis, which you just got booked, right?
Yes, I'm next Wednesday.
Next
So we
Wednesday.
have like family Christmas smocking. Jane actually said she was going to call DHS because I make my kids do this thing. But you know, like when you were a baby and you had those cute like smocked dresses and outfits and you wore the white Mary Janes with the tall socks and it had your name on the bib embroidered?
No, I didn't do that, but
I got them for my whole family this year.
Your whole family's going to be wearing bibs for the
Smocks.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, really?
Yeah, I'm
I
real
got to see
excited
these
about
pictures, guys. When these come.
I'm on a onesie. I have a onesie.
Jordan.
It's long sleeve.
God,
And
really?
Miguel has the long sleeve, but the shorts. My husband. It's going to be real fun. I'll show you.
Is it going to be
pictures
cool,
after.
or is it like a?
It's
are
so
you doing-
cool. We're so cool. We're such a cool family. Just
A
saying.
onesie. Wow.
They're
okay.
so cute.
All right. Well, I mean, I know that you can wear whatever you want for these Christmas photos. You don't have to come dressed like you're a '80s Sears department reject or something. But whatever.
Miguel's going to use that. If I'm going to say. But they're cheap too. There's $50 packages for 5 photos edited. There's a $100 package and you get to do 10 photos, but it's at their tree farm and a bench, all cute set up.
Mm-hmm.
And then $150 is the tree farm, the bench, and under the Christmas Chute.
Yep.
So cheap.
If you want to get them done under the Christmas Chute, that's the best way to do them because
It's the only way.
Yes, it is. That's right. Yeah, unless you're doing it with your cell phone or something.
Yeah.
Because we have a professional photographer here. He's got the really cool Christmas tree farm set right down the alleyway there. Looks beautiful. He'll get the snow machine going for you.
I'm pumped.
Me too.
I've seen other people's pictures, like Mark Lawson and Anna Mitchell got theirs done.
Uh-huh.
And I knew that Chris is a professional photographer, but for $50, I didn't expect the
'cause
pictures that they got.
Right, it's like a 5-minute session. You know,
Yeah.
it's a really quick thing. So you're like, well, how much can you do in 5 minutes?
A lot,
Turned out?
apparently.
Yeah, you can do a lot.
Especially if you're just a couple and don't have a bunch of kids to wrangle. So, which I have, but we're going to try it.
Do you think that makes it easier on you guys that it's such a quick thing? Like, you don't...
I think so, because you promise your kids it's only 5 minutes.
Yep. But
Which
it's small for 5
I bought
minutes. It's
2
fine.
sessions so that we could change into regular clothes too.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah, I mean-
so you can do that. Okay.
Yeah, and I just
good.
booked them 15 minutes apart so that
Okay.
I can go into somewhere and change real quick and then go back. So, yeah,
Cool.
just booked 2 different sessions.
Awesome. Okay, so it is the day before Thanksgiving. It's Wednesday.
City Hall's closing at 4.
Yes, I would. Yeah, that's in our notes actually. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Lucy did tell me to tell everybody City Hall closes at 4 today. We'll be closed tomorrow and
Friday.
I think Friday also. Yep. And so if
So bye, long
you
weekend.
need it, yeah, you better get your stuff done. If you got to pay your water bill or whatever,
Today.
get it done today before 4 o'clock because you won't see them again until Monday. There was something else about that. I can't remember. We'll move on to the next thing. But
Oh, look at the notes.
aside from, we got to talk about the fashion show because that's
Oh
coming
yeah,
up.
the fashion show
So-
is Saturday.
Yep.
So the Sapulpa Young Professionals are hosting the winter fashion show. The chamber hosts the spring fashion show. So the first one was this spring, and it was great. We had over 50 models. The winter fashion show, we have about 40 models. We have 10 of the boutiques involved downtown and around Sapulpa. You do not have to be a chamber member. Do not have to be a SYP member. All you had to do was sign up. So we have all of the boutiques. I think almost every single one in Sapulpa is participating.
Great.
That sell clothing. So we have models from 2 years old to 75 years old. And they will be at Herald Square. We will have music and everything. That's this Saturday at noon. So we picked that day because it's kind of a built-in audience because of the Merry Market is going to be here.
Yep.
This is the first Merry Market.
Yeah, this is the first Merry Market. I was actually about to bring that up. So Saturday is going to be a big day
Yeah.
for Sapulpa. We've got Shop Small, obviously, which is going on, which all of our merchants downtown are all participating in that. Shop Small business. I mean, it's a big day anyway, but we're adding into it the Merry Market. This is the first Merry Market of 2 that we're going to be doing this year, and it's going to be happening right outside in the Creek County Courthouse parking lot. We've got between 40 and 50 vendors for this first one, and we really tried hard to make sure that these were items that were unique, handmade, homegrown, all that kind of stuff. So you're not going to see big corporate type vendors and stuff here. This is very much a shop small business minded type vendors market. And a lot of these folks were actually, maybe they were folks that applied to be in one of the pop-ups or something, but, maybe they had like a product that we were already doing, or they had, maybe they would have had inventory issues for like trying to do it all 7 weeks of the Christmas shoot. So we said, hey, we're going to do this market and bring everybody together. So we know the Shop Small Saturday, a lot of you guys got your wallets out, you're ready to spend your money on everything because you got Black Friday, then Shop Small Saturday, and then Cyber Monday, and then
That's
Giving
a lot.
Tuesday. Yeah,
It's Giving Tuesday.
that's the thing where you donate to all your charities and whatnot. That's
Oh,
Giving Tuesday, yeah.
Oh,
And so,
didn't know
yeah,
that.
they just add a new one.
I think me and Janet might be ringing the bell on Tuesday.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I'm
That'd
not
be awesome.
positive, but I know it's.
Where at? Where?
We're at Reese's,
The research? Okay, that'll be cool.
so we'll post that and get that out there. Yeah, I might make her dress up.
In a smock or a onesie?
Ooh, I should wear my smock, and Janet can wear like an elf or something.
I would love that. I'll come get pictures, and you guys could go live for that.
Hear
or
that,
something.
Janet?
That would be awesome.
It's on.
Yeah, because she's watching.
I know.
Probably.
She's at the eye doctor with her mom.
Oh, okay. She'd be like capital N-O. No.
Heck no.
I'm not going to do it.
She says I get her into too much. I'm like, here, we can wear this. We can do this.
Yeah, you've
fine.
you've expanded Janet's range of things that she
Wardrobe.
does. 100%
She's so
true.
cute.
Yep.
I dress her. I would want to dress her like I want to be dressed. Because
You
she's so
live
tiny.
vicariously through.
I live vicariously through Janet. Because she's so cute and everything. I've made her wear matching pajamas with me at stuff, and it's fun. We have a good time. The Chamber's a fun place to be. So if you're not a member of the
Totally
Chamber,
is.
shout out. Sorry, Micah.
No,
He's a
no,
member.
happy to go ahead.
But
That's why you're here.
it's fun. So definitely join the Chamber. We have a good time. We have like a Christmas tree this year. It's our first Chamber tree.
Yeah.
So
saw
our
that.
members
That's-
can come and put a bulb on it because we're kind of Grand Central Station for the Christmas shoot. Like, people come in there first. Like, they want information. Where should they eat? Where should they go? Where should they shop? Where should they get a tattoo? People do.
Somebody asked, where should I get a tattoo at the
Oh my
Christmas
gosh.
shoot?
Not at the Christmas shoot yet.
Okay.
Tammy Fleek has a good story about a tattoo at the Christmas shoot, and a man walked in off the street to Water Street Tattoo and got a tattoo because of the Christmas shoot made him so happy.
Oh, that's awesome.
I think it was last year or the year before, and so Water Street is a Chamber member, and we only refer Chamber members.
Well,
so
of course, yeah.
it doesn't matter if we only have one person in that category, that is who's getting referred. So
Yeah.
we actually have two tattoo guys, but during the Route 66 blowout, I did have about 50 phone calls for tattoos.
Why?
That's actually how I reached out to the tattoo shops, because we had 0 members. And so during the blowout, all these bikers and car guys were like, hey, where can I get a cool tattoo in town to commemorate like all of us getting together? And I was like,
get
Electric Eye and Water Street Tattoo.
But, and like their first idea to call the Chamber to get, like, hey, where should I get a tattoo?
Oh, people call us and ask us how to pay their OG&E bills.
Well, I knew that.
They
yeah.
call and ask us if we can help them rehome their dog. We get calls
You got
for
the Grand Central
everything
Station for
you
everything,
can imagine. And then people actually sometimes get upset if I don't have the correct answer.
Right. When you
And
got to the Chamber,
I know.
you're supposed to know everything.
We know everything. We can't get you your permits. We can't get you a visit with Donald Trump, because that's one I did ask. Someone asked.
Someone asked what again?
If I could get them scheduled because they wanted to speak to Donald Trump. So
Literally asked the Sapulpa Chamber of Commerce if they
we
could
had
get
the
an
hookup.
audience with the President of the
Yeah.
United States.
I'm glad that they think we are that awesome.
Connected, yeah.
That
Holy cow,
connected.
that's awesome. So I mean, can
We
you?
are connecting business and commerce, but we do not control business and commerce. So
That's right, we don't.
Yes.
Yeah. So, kind of a side note there is that, like a lot of the things that you see happening around businesses and stuff during the Christmas shoot, I think people tend to blame the Chamber for some of that because they think the Christmas shoot is a Chamber event, and it's not. It's run by an independent committee.
Mm-hmm. We do volunteer, just like
Right.
you volunteer and Main Street volunteers.
Yeah,
But
yeah. You guys all volunteer to be a
Not
part,
ours.
but it's not a Chamber thing. It's not like run by the Chamber or anything like that. So.
even though I love when you call and yell at me for it. I love it. Makes my day
Does it?
sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, I wish we had like a recording, like when you called, so I could share some of these phone calls. I should start writing them down.
Or just like get a
Like
recording
the
app
police
or something.
calls. You know how sometimes you talk about the police calls? Like they get these crazy calls?
Yeah, they
That's
want to
how-
share the 911 calls or
That's
whatever.
how we are. It would be awesome.
That would be awesome. That would be
Janet,
like a whole new
Buy
TikTok
another
channel or
system.
something.
Oh, a whole TikTok channel. We could fill it. I'm sure Main Street could too.
I'm getting a pretty good idea right now about all this. This is
It's fun.
this is great. This is way better than like Sapulpa Chit Chat Facebook page.
Oh
Man,
yeah,
this is,
we're definitely. If we had like a chamber chat,
Yeah.
like we'd be up there.
Sure
I get
would.
yelled at and cry once a week.
Well,
It's good for me.
yeah.
Brings me back
Building
down to
that
earth.
thick skin.
All right.
But we don't do that here anyway. We don't bring the, I like to bring her on the show so she can get not yelled
Positive news.
at. Yeah, positive stuff.
It's positive. Everything's pretty positive. I'm like a little ray of sunshine. It takes a lot to bring me down.
I mean-
even though some of y'all try.
Well, I was going to say, like, all it takes to get a ray of sunshine away is a cloud
Yeah.
covering the sun.
But you just kill them with
That's not much.
kindness. You just keep supporting them, even if they don't support you back. And at the end of the day, take the high road and you win. That's what Jesus
Words
says.
to live by, guys.
Stop and eat Jesus. I get in trouble every time I say that.
It's true, though. Did we talk about everything? We talked about Shop Small. We talked about the Merry Market Christmas Chute menus. We got the Igloos.
Yeah.
People are asking if we're going to be open on Thanksgiving. Yes, the Christmas Chute is open 100% of the time that it's open, okay? So, like, all the way through
Year-round.
December 29th, the Christmas Chute is open. Now, a lot of the food trucks, vendors, shops, stores in town, they are going to be open on Thanksgiving at about 5 o'clock. A lot of them are coming down for that evening. Just like you guys, they're going to go and have dinner with their family or lunch with their family, hang out with them for a while. But they know that the Christmas Chute is really popular at Thanksgiving. It is. Are you coming down, you think? Maybe?
Yes.
Yeah?
We probably will.
Yeah,
we're
we
here
probably
a
will
lot.
too.
I love the Christmas Chute.
It's a lot of
Just
fun.
people watching it's worth it.
That's a lot of fun.
It's the people watching, the kids, and they love running at all the sections and being in the little houses. And when Santa's here, it's a joy, honestly, to be around. And it's free, and it's a big draw for people in this time of commerce and
Yeah.
this thing.
Well, we were talking earlier about how, it's harder for people to get in the Christmas spirit when they're broke. And a lot of people are dealing with that right now because of inflation and layoffs that are happening and things like that. And the Christmas Chute is one of the biggest draws because it is completely free to attend.
And you
there's a
can
lot
get
to
free
do
hot
here.
cocoa, and
Yeah.
a lot of
Sometimes.
community organizations come together and offer stuff down here, and it's amazing that
Yep.
we have this many people that get together. Not any other city I've seen can do the Christmas Chute.
No.
We've been to conferences with the chamber, and people actually come up to us and say, "How did you do it? We can't get 1,000 people to work together." Especially when you only have a town of 22,000. And we have, the first year we had, at least 1,000 volunteers putting it together. Route 66 Engineering, have you seen their window display?
Yes, I have.
So they built a mini Christmas Chute. And
Oh, I
there's,
didn't notice that then.
Oh,
I need
okay.
to go back and look at it.
Yes, they had their
On the
awning.
window?
No, their awning is a Christmas Chute.
Oh, cool.
And they did, what's that movie where they have the trailer and the pooper's full?
Christmas Vacation.
Okay, they did Christmas Vacation. And I talked to Danielle and, oh my gosh, Linda yesterday. And we were talking, and she's like, "I'm so glad I wasn't on a shoot team because they only did the panel." And she's like, "How did you guys make 125 feet of this?" Because they did the poofing. They poofed themselves.
Man.
They did the zip ties. They did the fence panel. And they did a whole, it's 10 foot by 4 foot. It's a big panel, but it's nowhere near, the size of these. And so they
Right.
were like, "Our fingers are, it was
did
so
you
many
guys do
zip
this?"
ties." And I was like, yeah, because it took 30 to 50 people per team
Yep.
to put these together. And
Yep.
so whenever you kind of start decorating with it, you know how hard went into it. It's not just a bunch of silly women shopping at Hobby Lobby.
Although that is part of it sometimes,
yeah.
for some of them.
It's a lot. It was a lot of work, a lot of love for a lot of people. I was a captain, and I didn't put in as much work as some of the other captains. We spent a year of our lives in our homes where glitter and ornaments everywhere, hot glue burning your fingers. I don't have fingertips from the first year.
You don't oh, really?
No, I learned, see right there? I learned the first year not to touch a hot glue gun on the tip.
You didn't learn that until you were 30-something years old?
Yeah. Because I just picked it up and was like, "Oh, hot." So
This is
But-
starting to explain a lot about your Christmas
My
photo
Christmas
choices
decorating.
and stuff. Yeah.
But if you want to volunteer next year, like vendors too, we have vendors call the chamber today, and they'll be like, "How do I be a vendor at the? How do I
At
get a
the Mary
pop up shop?"
Market? Yeah.
And I'm like, they're already there and set. You know, there's lots of time and insurance, and Tammy has to do all these checks that go into this. So
Yeah.
if you're watching and you want to be in those, look around March, April, and they start putting those applications out. You know, the Christmas Chute is already in full swing. You can't expect to be a food truck or a vendor or something after it's already started. So you got to go before, because there's so much proof and work that goes into that. They check your inventory, make sure you're going to have enough. I mean, there was over 500,000 people last year.
Yep.
So we have to make sure that you're completely vetted, even in these costumes out here.
Yeah.
We got to make sure strangers aren't out here handing candy out to your kids. It's a process.
Right. The last thing we want is for you guys to have a bad experience because you came out, you didn't have enough inventory to meet the demand of the people who are going to be out here, and then it doesn't make the shoot look great. Not going to lie, but also it's bad for your business and it makes people unhappy and stuff like that.
And people say we choose friends.
So.
I applied for a pop-up. Didn't get in. So just so you know, they're actually carefully chosen and vetted.
Yep.
They were like, Jordan doesn't have enough time for that.
Yep.
She's out.
I mean,
that was actually the first year. I didn't try.
Pulled no punches, man. I mean, everybody's on an equal playing field there.
Equal. It's
sure.
very equal, I feel. It's very equal. The Igloos, I mean, we obviously tried to choose local people too.
Yeah.
Because we had other igloo companies call. And we were like, no, we already have Igloos, and she's local, and she gives back to the community. So we do try to stick to that, at least, too. You don't want other people coming in and taking money from our own people.
Right.
So it's vetted that way, too, but definitely get in there beforehand. That was my point.
Yeah, we kind of try to do that even with like our food trucks and stuff. We try to get food trucks that we're not going to have restaurants for here, for the most part. I don't know if that's always 100% true, but yeah, if there's one thing you can say about Sapulpa is that Sapulpa supports Sapulpans.
Yes.
And Christmas Chute is another great example of that we will go local over anybody else.
And I don't know if you talked about Jordan's flower farm a while back whenever she got that damage.
Well, yeah, only when we did the story and that. But yeah, go ahead and talk about the spaghetti dinner
Yeah, the
thing.
spaghetti dinner is at the Elks Lodge next week. Well, the weekend. It's like December 5th. It's on a Thursday night, next Thursday night. So if you need tickets, it's $10. That is so cheap. You get spaghetti, bread, a side, salad, and a drink. And you can come down to the Elks Lodge and eat. You can buy tickets at the door. You can buy tickets from me. Find any elk, message the page. $10 a plate with drink.
That's
you
a great
can't
deal.
find it anywhere else.
Yeah.
So it's a cheap dinner to have while you come to the shoot. So if you have your family and friends coming in town, just say, hey, let's go have dinner at the Elks. It supports the flower farm. Almost 100% of the proceeds go to that. I think they just take out the food money, like the grocery bill.
To remind people what happened there that brought about this dinner in the first place.
Okay, so there was not a tornado, but I think it was 80-mile winds.
Yeah.
And Jordan had just completed her caterpillar tunnel. I don't know how long it was, but it's
120 feet.
120 feet. Okay,
Yeah,
it's very long.
I think that's what she told me.
She put out an SOS on Facebook. Some of the elks got wind of it. So Richard Hudson, Brian Stevens, Alexander Hamilton.
You were there.
I was
Come on.
there.
Yeah,
My
give
husband
yourself
was
some credit.
there.
Your kids were there.
My kids were there. We drug out a bunch of people out to the farm, and Jordan and I, the two Jordans, we dug seeds, and I learned so much. I never knew in heavy rain, which is why this caterpillar thing is a thing, that the seeds float to the top of the soil. So I didn't know that. And I also thought seeds were like, seeds. These look like everlasting gobstoppers. They were huge and bumpy. I guess they're bulbs. I learned a lot. So while the men were taking down this giant metal structure of 120 feet, me and Jordan were poking, all the flowers back in, digging three inches down, putting them back in to try to save those crops. Yep. So insurance does not cover temporary structures, which is crazy to me because it's a $20,000 structure.
Right. So looking at possible $20,000 loss.
Yes,
for
and
Jordan's
more
flower farm.
because of some of the seeds won't take. They were already rooted, so not all of them would go back down. And I forgot she said how much money the seeds were, but they're really expensive too. So she probably had a $25,000 loss in a night. Not insured, not able to be insured. Just waking up and having $25,000 gone is a huge deal for a small business.
For anybody, yeah.
So not only did she lose some of those seeds, some of those they just won't grow. So it's also a loss in revenue. So then you have to think, this is our only flower farm in Sapulpa. It's our only way to go pick our own fresh flowers, not flesh flowers. That'd be cool during Halloween though. But I mean, like, it's a big deal to lose that much revenue for her, and she's a small business. This is new for her. Yep. So it'd be great if we could raise at least half of that money to give to her to replace it. She had to buy a smaller, like $5,000 tunnel that she can't walk in. It's like a shorter one, so it's harder to keep up with all that than that big giant one that she could walk and water.
Yeah.
So she did have to replace it because the freeze would come and it'd kill the rest of those bulbs.
Yeah, it was necessary. But so $10 a plate of spaghetti to help offset the cost of that. I think that's a really great thing to dig into. When is that happening again?
Into.
Ha! I was
it was natural.
Not even trying to be punny there, but it worked. When is the
next Thursday?
This next Thursday.
Yes, not tomorrow, but the next Thursday.
Okay, a week from tomorrow.
At 5 p.m. until we run out of spaghetti.
Okay.
So, and it's a good cook. Like, Scott Graham is kind of our Sapulpa famous chef.
Well,
so.
and he's done them before, right? I mean, because I've participated in the spaghetti benefits that you guys have done. It's the same kind of deal, or is it a different guy?
It's the same guy.
Okay, so they're great.
Yeah, he does the catfish fries, the crawfish crawls, and all that. So the Elks, we're trying to push them kind of back into the light. You know, all of the civic groups kind of, you know, they don't post what they do. You get to see what the chamber does because I'm there and I post our faces everywhere. But these civic groups, they don't have anybody.
No, they rely on
under
us to
a
kind of
certain
spread the word,
to know how to show what they're doing. But the Lions, Kiwanis, they're doing so much scholarships every year. And those groups need younger people. So we need you to go join those civic groups. Ask your grandparents if you can go with them. Because it's fun. It's a good time to meet people and learn about Sapulpa.
Yeah. A great way to give back to the community, too. So. Okay, so I do have a joke this morning. Do you have a joke that you can say? Or am I the only one? Do you have a joke?
Mm-mm.
I didn't tell her to bring a joke, so that's on me, I guess.
And then the only ones that come in my head are not appropriate.
She basically woke up and came to this show, so...
I did put on makeup.
Brain's not fully functioning.
Nope.
But okay, so I went to get a big old truck pulling up to the gate here. So I went to the doctor for my annual checkup last week. I don't think I told you about this or not, but and the doctor came to me and was like, "Listen, I want to talk to you about your weight." And I said, "Well, it's about 25 minutes, but you know the chairs were comfy."
I get that one.
Thanks.
My PTSD is kicking in from this truck. Did you see me and Janet almost get hit?
Do what?
On our live?
What about what?
Me and Janet almost got hit by a semi on our live last Friday.
No. When? Where? Where was it?
We were on the corner of Magpie and Mulberry.
Yeah?
Well, that sounds like a corner of two streets, but the Magpie and Mulberry store.
Yeah.
So we were on the corner of Dewey and Main. And we were standing on the corner, and we have our microphones. And then all of a sudden, you see this huge shadow. And I had on a Rudolph hat. I flipped it off, and I'm like, I'm about to shove Janet out of the way. Because neither one of us have on our glasses. And she's just like, doobity-doobity. I flipped the camera around, and I could touch the semi. It was on the curb, 4 inches away from our feet.
Why was it even going that way? They're not, semis aren't supposed
to
be trying to turn there.
But my life flashed before my eyes.
Oh my
and
gosh.
I remembered all the chamber members.
Gosh.
And Janet was like, and today, it didn't faze her.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but if you watch it, you'll see the shadow come across the front, and then you start seeing me kind of freak out.
That was last Friday's show?
Yeah.
I'm going to go back and watch that for sure.
Yeah. So, okay. Anyways, your joke was great.
Well, thanks for laughing at my joke and then completely overshadowing it with your big semi-truck story. That's good. So.
This one is pretty close to I don't know why it's here.
It is, but it's not going to take out the igloo or do anything. No, it's just here to replenish the restaurants and stuff. That's why
it's the cookeries right there. Okay, that's where I was wondering.
So, anyway, guys, we're going to call it there. Thanks for hanging out with us this morning. Hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving and you get to spend time with your family and enjoy the holidays. And hopefully after you have had your Thanksgiving nap after all the turkey, you'll come out and hang out with us at the Christmas Chute.
Yeah, and subscribe to Sapulpa Times. $5 a month.
Yeah,
get it in there.
Guys. Thank you, and we will see you guys again on Friday where we talk about all things happening in the town that we love. Have a great night, guys. Bye-bye.
Stay classy.